Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Feel alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can
Oh, didn't realise I'd changed over the transition there. And we are back. Right, okay, so what we were doing last time, we were trying to get Johanka out of jail by basically talking to a load of people. I remember leaving the game just as we spoke to her when she was being all difficult and it's okay, the Virgin Mary knows the way, I'm not going to say that I'm lying or anything. You know, well, you're going to end up burning at the stake then, you silly cow, but anyway. Let's have a look, see what we can do. Once you're prepared for the trial, tell the Inquisitor, tell Brother Nicodemus how it went. Right, okay, well we've got to go to the same place anyway. Oh, no, what have I got my sword out for? What's going on? Look at my horse is amazing. Alright, let's try not to kill any of the villagers. Can't keep any promises, but I'll try. There's the bridge over here. Oh no, where have I ended up? This is why I use fast travel at night time, because it's so easy to get turned around. I can see the tents over there, so that's where the wenches are. So the bridge should be just over here to the left. There it is. So I'm getting so familiar with this game now that I'm even starting to recognise landmarks at night time and where everything is. It might be a case of I might have to lie down somewhere because everyone's probably... What time is it in game? Okay, it's 2 in the morning. But everyone's probably going to be asleep anyway, so... Fortunately, this game doesn't have real physics, because if it did, I could burn this place down. Yeah. Take that. Okay. Where is Nicodemus? Oh, can I'll just use this bed if nobody comes in. Shall I be an absolute twat and sleep in the bed? Yeah, I think I will. There's everyone dying from the pox and gonorrhea and war wounds. And I'm just going to lie down and like I own the place. Well, I think Nicodemus gets up quite early because he's not a he doesn't work in a shop or anything like that, so he'll be up probably by now anyway. But I think this is part of the Woman's Lot DLC. Like I said, I've done the Teresa story at the beginning, where you get to see how she escaped Skalitz once it got attacked. But again, I don't remember doing this quest, so this is I'm doing this as I go, to be fair. Alright, let's give Nicodemus a...
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No.
I wonder if there was a way
None
to
of them
convince her.
survived the
I just
raid
used the
on
wrong
Skalitz.
the wrong
She
questions.
has no one at all left in the world. Poor child.
Right, we have to go to the Inquisitor now. Oh, okay, so I can speak to her again. Okay. Oh no, that question's done, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, I can try and speak to her. Okay. All right, let's go back to her again. And if she still doesn't listen, we're going to have to go to the Inquisitor and tell him to start the trial. She's going to end up burning at the stake. Because they did not mess around in these days when it came to people using, like the Lord's name in vain and trying to say that you got spoken to by, the Virgin or Jesus or whatever. They extremely hardcore Christians and religious people, but they did not tolerate anybody else that was tried to say that, they were touched by, divinity or anything like that. Or they were not happy at all. I think it's more about jealousy because, even if somebody had been, approached by Jesus or whatever, they're just going to get jealous and angry because they weren't chosen. But hey, simple people, simple life, eh? Right, she doesn't have a marker showing anymore now, so I'm going to have to find... I know it was right by the armourer's building, I know that.
Like a little lass. Come and buy some.
Sure it was behind here. Yeah, this looks familiar. There we go, yep. Will she be convinced? We have to flee? Oh no, that's probably not the best thing to do, is it? Just need to test something quickly.
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that. But I couldn't obey an order like that. The
I'm not
Blessed
getting
Virgin
any other
is
text come up.
testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
Try to persuade Johanka to speak with humility. Maybe I have to do that when I'm actually at the actual trial then, because I'm not getting any option to speak to her now, so I'm going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to fast travel back, because I can't keep going through the town backwards and forwards, because it's, alright, so let's fast travel back to the monastery, and see if it's at the trial I get to speak to her and get her to help out, because I'm assuming that I'm just going to be like her legal counsel sort of thing while she's being tried. But you know, she's a stubborn cow, and she's got a bit of a fiery tongue on her when you piss her off as well. She's one of those kind of people that she firmly believes that she's been spoken to by the Virgin Mary, so therefore she's not going to lie about it. And it's like, well, I'm well happy to sacrifice my life for it because it's the truth. It's you know, and you can't reason with those sort of people, unfortunately. Right, let's go tell him we're ready.
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province that might be of interest to you.
Very good, my son. Good Christians certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please, speak.
There are interesting things going on inside the monastery.
He's going to grass him up.
Monastery? What kind of things?
The monks in the monastery are very concerned with the election of the new abbot. There's a lot of scheming going on over it.
But how do you know about it? How does a servant of the royal hetman come by knowledge of the confidential affairs of the Brotherhood of Monks?
The royal hetman and his servants have their ways. Besides, it's our duty to keep track of goings-on in the province, apart from the cloisters, of course. I heard that particular story
There
from
he
a
is.
novice
Hey,
that
Jeff.
the brothers were sending out to get wine for them.
See, you haven't got your Twitch profile set up yet.
And can you tell me the name of the novice you heard this from?
John.
Do you take me for a
Oh,
fool?
I said the wrong one.
There's no such novice at the monastery. The prior informed me that someone recently infiltrated the monastery with the aid of a letter of acceptance that didn't belong to him, and his description of the intruder fits you remarkably well.
Oh
Is
shit.
there anything you'd like to add, Brother Gregor?
Oh, shit. But, Monsignor, it's not like that. I can explain.
And indeed you will. That I can assure
There
you.
he is.
And you'll have plenty of time for it.
I'll be with you. Are you messing up?
Yeah. Oh, what have I done? I'm serving jail. Oh shit! I need to reload the save because I've really fucked up there. I might have to think about how I choose my words. Oh shit! I can't come out of it. I think I better try and not piss him off about the monastery stuff that I was doing because I got up to all kinds of shit in the monastery. Alright, so I'm going to reload that and go back to before that because that didn't go well. And yes, Jeff, I see you on Twitch now. On the plus side, being in jail for so long, I probably accumulated a lot of money from my village. Right, I'm going to try and converse with him again, but get the novice right this time. Right, hopefully it didn't throw me back too far. That's the second time I've had to serve jail now in this game. I mean, the first time was, like, you know, slaughtering a load of villagers in their sleep. So spending 6 days in jail was kind of you know, a light sentence compared to what would have happened in them days. You know, you'd have been hung or decapitated. See, because I'm going to end up missing a trial now.
There's somebody here.
Oh, that's good. It woke me up. Nice. Oh yeah, because I saved, didn't I, when I went to sleep, didn't I? That's right. Right, we've already had this conversation, so... Right, okay,
I
let's
spoke
just...
to Johanka.
And did you... Oh, what about her?
No.
She has no...
There he is. Welcome to the stream. I've just screwed up completely and had to reload a save. I ended up spending time in jail. So... At least I didn't really lose anything, because I'm still here anyway. Right, let's go back up and try again. I don't think I should bring up the monastery this time, because if I bring up the monastery, he's gonna lock me up again. Why come past the door? Oh, it is this door. He just hasn't woken up yet, has he? I'll defend her in a duel. Right, let's try these conversations
Monsignor,
again.
I've heard
Please.
there were Valdensians hiding in Ujits.
Really? And how did you find out about it?
Sir Hanush sent me to help the vicar track them down and catch them.
So, Sir Hanush had an interest in finding them?
Yes. That is, he was keen to get the matter cleared up quickly and get the vicar out of his domain.
Oh, I see. He's not the only secular lord to lack trust in the emissaries of the church. And how did it end up with the members of the sect?
They were caught, and the vicar had them taken to Kuttenberg to be dealt with by the law.
Good. Good. There have been all sorts of sects and false doctrines spreading in recent times. It's the work of Satan.
Did he
I'm
say
glad you told me
sects
about it, Henry.
or sex? Because I know that me and the vicar, we went on a bit of a gangbang, didn't we?
Some women in Ujit went to the herbalist for magic ointment. Then they went to the woods, smeared this ointment on themselves, and engaged in all sorts of incantations and spells.
What? Witchcraft? God have mercy. They must be brought to justice. Who is this herbalist they visited?
Not to worry, Monsignor. Father Godwin put a stop to it.
Well, that's good news at least. Witchcraft will not be tolerated under any circumstances.
A demon's skull was found on the church building site.
Yes.
It was a
I
fake.
heard something about it. A disturbing report. Tell me what you know about it.
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intentions, to frighten people. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human skull with animal horns stuck on.
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in telling me about it.
Should I go through this one again?
There are interesting things going on inside
Okay,
the
let's go for it.
In the monastery? What kind of things?
The cicadas get drunk on wine and play dice in the monastery cellars at night.
But how do you know about it? How does a servant of the royal hetman come by knowledge of the confidential affairs of the Brotherhood of Monks?
I caught wind of it. I heard it from a novice that the brothers were sending out at night to buy wine for them.
I see. And what was the name of this novice?
Oh fuck! What was his name?
Pavel.
Do you take me for a fool?
Wrong one.
There's no such novice at the monastery. The prior informed me that someone recently
Oh, I fucked up again.
Yeah.
It was Siskin. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna go there and just tell him about the starting the trial, because I know that when we drank wine with the with the leaders, they said that there was one of their one of the trainers would go get the wine, but I couldn't remember the name. One of the novices, and it wasn't any of the novices that I was suspected had to kind of check up on either. It was another one that was I don't even think you could actually see him in the actual monastery itself. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I tried not to spend too much time in the monastery because I hated the I hated doing that story. But anyway, I'm just gonna have to reload and just talk to him about starting the trial. Doesn't help, is it? It gives you a short time to kind of make your choices, where you don't, you kind of panic and thinking, which name should I choose when he was questioning me. And Pavel was no, of course he wasn't. He was the guy that was at the tavern. That's twice now I've got those questions wrong. I don't know, I just have this urge to go through with the whole thing and get it right. So I feel if I don't do this now, I won't be able to do it after the trial because he'll disappear. Now let's get the trial out of the way anyway, because then I can just save. If I don't get to speak to him afterwards about it, then, well, not much more can be done about it then, I suppose. Alright, let's quickly go through this dialogue again. I've already spoken to him about this.
I spoke to you.
And did what?
No.
Right. Okay, well this trial could actually go another way as well, because again, if I'm defending Johanka, there could be a very strong chance that I'll end up saying the wrong thing in the court proceedings, thinking that I'm saying the right thing, and it just goes completely the wrong way. Right, here we go.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation. We may commence then with the proceedings?
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning. See you later.
So we're going to fast forward now. Because I don't know where this trial is going to be held. Yeah, here we go. In a church, of course. Now I'm probably going to screw this up, I reckon, because I didn't get to get Pavel to testify. And look, the sex bots are in YouTube.
Let us begin.
Try to defend her. Yeah, this ain't going to go well, is it? Hooray, the bots.
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitation and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found, indeed, that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish. Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor.
Ooh.
What's more, the parish priest of Scarlet is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
Such simple people.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil
She's
and
a bad
cast him
bitch.
down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saint to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry, that evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father, I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must concur with Henry.
Yes.
Let us continue, then. Father Fabian?
Why do I feel this is going to be hard?
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
You're right, Father Fabian. That is quite untoward. Let's proceed, then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him.
Meanwhile, everyone's dying at the monastery because no one's treating them. Except for that wench, but then she's standing trial as well, isn't she? She's coming in to speak.
Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helped more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Yes. Yes. That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I
Say it.
believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
Yeah.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more
Trial by
a
combat.
scholar than a
Fight.
scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point, if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget? or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena. Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured I will consider your words very carefully. Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Oh, damn, I should have... This is what I was...
Waldensians? So there have been heretics concealed here.
That's what I should have
So,
spoke to him about beforehand.
It cannot be ruled out that Johanka also associated with them. Perhaps they are even behind this matter, too. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
See, this is what's making me think I should
thank
go
you
back and
also,
tell him about
Brother
all that stuff again
Nicodemus.
now.
You too may stand down. Call Hoshek.
Because I told him all
Bailiff
about
of
those
Sasau.
before.
Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, Bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, Bailiff. That will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
I don't know anything about that. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do. And I'm not lying.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, Monsignor. Johanka helped Guta, the tailor's wife. Please hear her testimony. You'll see for yourself that Johanka is a good Christian.
Very well. I promised I'd hear your witnesses. Call this Guta.
Guta? Sounds like an Indian woman. So now I'm thinking, should I have told him all that other stuff beforehand, like I did earlier?
Guta, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monsignor. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did. I was praying for my husband for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her seeking help?
Yes, Monseigneur. There were.
And that shrine, and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me, without any of that.
Didn't you bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers, so she could help others like she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
I see. Thank you. You may go.
I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Johanka helped people selflessly, not for any benefit, and Adela can testify to that.
All right. Bring this Adela. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths.
I was a
laundering
whore.
and repairing clothes and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and
Guilty pleasures of the
them
flesh, my lord.
for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
Uh-oh.
Well, it was only the one time, monsieur.
Uh-oh.
And with whom did you sin?
With Henry.
Well, well. So Henry leads loose women to the path of righteousness, only to drag them back into sin again.
It wasn't quite like...
Yes, it was.
Quiet! Adela, answer me one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come
Henry's a rogue.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything, I swear.
You swear?
Yes, I swear to it all, Monseigneur. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife. Bring her here.
Oh yeah, she didn't like it, did she? See, this trial could go one of two ways, but I really should have spoke to him beforehand about all the other cults and heretics, so that he was more prepared.
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. As you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here. And she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer. A loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with the custodian, Sir Sebastian.
Ooh.
That's nothing but slander.
Quiet, Henry. I will deal with this matter in a moment.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Catra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian, plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Catra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes. I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent
Yeah.
antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing.
Begone,
but trouble.
Karen.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sassar custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Oh, this arsehole. The one that's got a crush on her. He's proper simping for her.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes. But she's not...
Silence! So, Johanka not
There's so
only
much sin
incites
going on in this town, I
rebellion
can't bear
against
it.
the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Ah, that kind of thing goes on all the time. On every farm there's some maid who's obliged to let the farmer fuck her. And under every castle wall, there's a wench or two who has a child with a local lord.
Enough!
What the fuck did he just
Do
say?
not abase these proceedings with your tavern talk.
Monsignor, let's put a stop to this. It's undignified for us both. And for Johanka. She's no heretic. Just a confused young girl to whom fate has been less than kind. Her confusion will pass. All it needs is for someone to explain to her the error of her ways. There's no necessity for extreme measures.
Oh, Henry.
Sir Sebastian, be so kind as to leave the judgment of Johanka's transgressions to me. You may go.
Not the most tactfully way to explain your case in a court, especially a church court.
You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Because she speaks the words of Our Lady. That can't be ignored. I would be disrespecting the Blessed Virgin if I turned my back on Johanka.
So, you two are still convinced of that? We'll have to see what Johanka says about it herself. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Scalitz, and I think I should share them here. It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
I don't think we're going to have a dance-off like doing
Johanka
Blues
Scotland.
Brothers.
You've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier?
or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. And I did the right thing. The Virgin Mary visited me again in my cell and showed me new things.
It was, Jeff. It certainly was.
And prelates who took off their robes and put on princely cloaks instead. They threw down their staves, buckled on swords, and placed crowns on their heads. They rejected Christ's example and hoarded wealth for themselves. They paid no heed to the people, but only gave them absolution for money and...
Silence!
He likes that word.
You will not speak like that.
Silence!
I have
I kill you!
heard more than enough. These proceedings are closed. You may leave.
I don't think it's going to go very
Your
well.
will now hear my verdict.
He's going to burn her. Burn her at the stake.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance
shit.
and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church.
Oh shit, this is going to...
If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance clouded her reason.
Child.
Oh, this is taking a turn.
It would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And
The Virgin Mary did visit me, and I would be lying before her, before God and my own conscience, if I denied it.
If you don't recant and return to the bosom of Holy Mother Church, then you have sealed your own fate. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
It's all true, and the will of the Blessed Virgin, her sacred will that I will never recant.
Sometimes, to save the body of the true church, it is necessary to amputate a gangrenous limb.
Your son's disgusting. I just asked if he wanted to tap me for Christmas. He's like, I'm 16.
Oh, so they're not burning her at the stake then, they're just going to have a good old slapping.
Full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou
I mean, it's still fucking brutal.
among women, and blessed be the fruit
Right.
of thy womb.
I think I'm going to kill the swordsmith's wife tonight. I'm going to sneak in and murder her in her sleep.
Johanka of Scarlet's refuses to accept the truth and recant her delusive preaching. Her tongue is an instrument of the devil. It must be plucked out and cast from the body of the heretic, along with the devil, so that her soul may be purged of evil.
Then, they are. Fucking arseholes. And I think the outcome of that is partly...
Despite her suffering, Johanka remained faithful to her conviction. Brother Nicodemus tried to heal her terrible wounds, but in vain. Her cruel punishment was too much to endure. Matthias never lived to hear of Johanka's fate. Soon afterwards, he succumbed to his sickness. Although it's forbidden to bury a heretic in consecrated ground, we lay Johanka and Matthias to rest together, side by side, in a place where I hope they will finally find peace. As Brother Nicodemus said, surely God will forgive us for following our hearts.
Oh. Well, shit. Now, there has to be a playthrough here where you can actually save her, but I do think that a lot of Henry's actions leading up to this sealed her fate. Obviously, shagging the bath wench after, taking her away, that didn't go well in court. Not speaking to the Inquisitor before the court, telling him about all the heretics and stuff like that, and also Pavel, by saying that I was the one that gave the donation in my name instead of his, he could have come to the court and said something that made a difference. But either way, that did not go the way I was expecting it to, and I don't even think loading up a previous save and doing a few things differently is going to change that, because I don't think I've got enough going for me to win that one over. I'll have to have a look, like I said, because I haven't done this story before. I was just playing it along with all you, so I've never seen this before. So I'll have a little look on YouTube later to see if there is actually a way to save her. But yeah, Henry's penis has got him into a lot of trouble. But on this occasion, it wasn't him; it was somebody else. All right, Henry needs to eat. I'm going to need to...
I feel quite hungry.
I need to find a cooking pot. There should be one up here. But the swordsmith's wife, I think she's going to have to get murdered tonight now for that. Aha, here we go. That was a bit of a depressing little side quest, wasn't it? I mean, of all the fun and crazy stuff that Henry gets up to, I suppose you kind of got to have a few kind of proper medieval truths thrown in to kind of really sort of, hit the mark. I mean, it definitely did not go the way I was expecting it to.
Henry, I want to thank you for that generous donation to the infirmary. I'm glad you and Pavel didn't forget us. What do you need?
That trial. I never thought it would go so far.
I was hoping too for a more lenient verdict. Johanka was a good girl. It's not for me to question the bishop's decision, but I'm deeply sorry for the poor child. May Our Lady in her mercy forgive her and intercede for her, and us too, for burying her in hallowed ground.
We did the right thing. For her and for Matthias. Thank you for helping me with it. It's what she deserved.
You're right, but you must never speak of it. It must remain between the two of us, all right?
Of course. Rest assured.
And obviously, with what's happened as well, this has had other consequences because she didn't get released or freed, Matthias died as well. Now I don't. There's so many characters in this game, so many of them. I'm sure at some point I've met Matthias, probably at Skalitz before the invasion of the Cumans. I must have seen both Johanka and was it Matthias together at some point doing their thing. But I don't really think I would have needed to do anything with him after this trial, though. I don't think he would have had any other side quests or anything else to give. Because again, I honestly don't remember him. He must have been a very small character.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
But yeah, they certainly didn't fuck around, did they? I mean, in all fairness, I mean this is the reality of living in the medieval times. You know, the rule of the church was really fucking serious. They weren't playing about. Do I have any skills to up? Oop. No, I don't. Right, okay, what's next on the agenda? Let's go to... Actually, no, let's go to sleep first, because I think... actually, you know what? Let's get through this day. Let's go to... Let's have a look. Where can we go to? Yeah, let's go to Ratai for a little bit. Because it's still early on in the day. I can sleep at night time and then go to Vlanik, however you pronounce it, in the next day, because I know what happens when we go there. See if there's any NPCs that we can get a few little side quests off of. Oh, I can make up some more potions as well at the shop. Because I remember Gaz was saying the other night that at some point recently the difficulty ramped up considerably, so when I'm fighting I need to start relying more on potions and stuff to kind of get through the fights, and that's even with max perks as well, because that's why it was just so so jarring when suddenly Henry was just getting fucked over so quickly, or he was using up all of his stamina. Well, let's see if I've got anything in my chest first. Any bits and bobs. But I do love the fact that they've added that into the story, though. You know, because it's not always fun in games. What we got here? Oh, some old clothes. Alright, let's go over and see if we can get a few things from the alchemist and make up a few more potions. I'll make a few more saviour schnapps because I'll go through them quite quickly without realising it.
Good health to you.
I could buy a few of them as well, actually, saying that. It's probably going to put me overweight, but... God, he's got 204k. I've got 20k. Right, let's go and knock a few more potions up in the back. Oh, it hasn't put me over encumbered yet. Actually, have I got anything on the horse that I can take off? I can put it all back on later. No, oh, no, here they are. Put all this back on afterwards. Right, that's going to put me overburdened. Yeah, I'm well overburdened now, I can hardly walk. But knocking up a few potions, I can slap it all back on the horse afterwards. It's mainly the saviour schnapps that I want to have quite a few of. We'll auto brew that. Auto brew that. Right, can't brew any more of those. Oh, hold on. Aesop's potion, what's that one? Oh, yeah, that's basically getting animals on your side. Oh, Belladonna, I've used it all up. That was one of the things I keep meaning to do, I keep forgetting, is to find the mod that makes the poison more potent so that it kills people really quickly. Because I think in vanilla the poison just kind of makes them sick and, you know, doesn't really do that much, but the modded version of the poison does exactly what you'd expect it to do, actually kills them. Okay, can't really craft anything else, so let's just put all that stuff back on my horse because it's going to seriously burden me otherwise. I've got 17 saviour schnapps now, so... Oh, I've got this bloody robe as well. Let's drop that on the fucking floor. I don't want that anymore. Oh, I've got some stuff to sell. Yeah, I've still got some stuff to sell. Hey, welcome to the stream there. Some old guy with a moustache. I love the name. Yeah, we're quite far into it now. We've just, well, in the last stream we did the monastery quest, and in this one we very badly dealt with Johanka at the at her trial, and it didn't go the way I was expecting it to. Right, can I get all my armour off of the horse without it kind of overburdening me? No. What I can do is put some of my... What the hell? Where the hell's that? Oh, that's my... Yeah. Am I still... Right, let's put that on. That on. That. Right, they can go on the floor. Yeah, they can go on the floor as well. Right, let's put away all my my midnight stuff. Yep, it certainly is. Right, let's try and see if I can sell some things. I mean, I'm not going to get much for those, but let's just sell a lot of this other stuff that I've got. So I seem to have picked up a few bits and bobs. Right, that can go. Pavel's hat can go. I probably need to give that back to him, but nah. Gold ring. I'm not even going to haggle for it because I've got so much money now ever since I did up Privileged Savlets. Right, am I... Oh, okay, I'm no longer overburdened now, so that's good. Actually, is he wearing his trousers? No, he's not. I like Henry to look presentable. Right, that'll do. Okay. Although I probably do need some of that that stealthy armour shortly if I'm going to do that quest. Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you? May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah, they don't actually have much to say, really, do they? Right, I think, yeah, you know what? Let's go to sleep. Oh, what do you want? Let's give you some food.
Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Have some chicken. There you go. Freshly punched chicken. Right, I think I'm going to send him back to the mill because he gets annoying sometimes. So let's send him back to the mill.
Back to the mill. Ho!
Goodbye. Go. Stupid dog. Right, let's go get some sleep and then we'll go down to the bandit camp. Worcestershire, say it.
Everything for the house, garden and field.
Yeah, get some sleep, then we'll continue with the main quest until some more side quests come our way. Because we have been putting that off for a little bit to deal with this side quest stuff, but that's the problem though, is you have to do the side quests because they do have a time limit on them, and if you put them to the side too long, they'll expire, and it can have consequences to your story. But main quests, you can just leave them and they'll stay there for good. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Sleep and save. Yeah, Henry's getting really tired now, so let's get to around about, excuse me, about midnight. That should do it. But yeah, last time I was doing this and that, I was on a roll with all the medieval facts that we were coming out with, and we were all chatting about all the stuff. How a lot of modern day sayings and a lot of modern day things that we have now that could be attributed to medieval times, and a lot of the things that we say. You know, even the nursery rhymes, like you know, London's bridges falling down. What was it 1007 when the Saxons came through? They basically put ropes around it and literally pulled it down because it was in their way, and that's where the nursery rhyme came from. Oh yeah. And don't get me started on the whole phrase, I haven't got a pot to piss in, because that's a very, very interesting tale, that one, about where that originated from. Right, let me just get my... Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my midnight stuff over, and I'm going to change my noble gear back into the horse. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to fling all this back on the horse for now. Put that on, put that on. Throw that away. Put that on, put that on, put that on. Oh, what's wrong with my shoes again? These noble boots keep breaking all the time. Right, okay, let's move on. No, well, yeah, I mean, when you say that you're poor, you don't have a pot to piss in, but there is actually a origin story to what that actually means and where that actually came from. If you was a peasant back in medieval times and you didn't have a pot to piss in, then you were very, very poor or very, very broke, because back in those days, all the members of the family would piss in the pot and they would take it round to the local tanner, and he would use that pot of piss and tan the leather that he had collected from the hunters. So once they'd skinned all the animals and basically put them out to tan and all the rest of it, it was actually the human piss that would tan it properly. And if you didn't have a pot to piss in, then you were really, really fucking poor. One of those streamers that didn't have a mod to tell you what to do. Oh, nobody tells me what to do. Oh, wrong one. Right, let's go to Rannick. Yep, I say it how it is. And I usually get told off for it most of the time. But I don't care. I still say it how it is. Oh, shit. Right, okay, next part of the main story. Let's see what happens here. I think I actually remember what happens here, yeah. But I'm interested, when I do my 4th playthrough of this, after I've completed this one, I'm definitely going to see whether I can actually save Johanka at the court. And there's just a lot of things that I'd have to do differently before she gets taken to trial, because obviously, as I said, a lot of... What the hell's going on here? A lot of Henry's actions were pretty much the cause of her sentencing. There's a second person watching this. Well, I've got about 6 people watching according to my counters. A second ago it said that there was 10. I don't know if... Jeff, are you still there? Bruce, you still there? I mean, I definitely don't call people out, you know, when they come into the stream, because some people kind of are desperate to get people talking and that. But I'm one of those persons. If you want to talk, you talk. If you don't want to talk, it's up to you. You know. Oh, it's 2 on YouTube. The rest are on Twitch. Oh. Entering Rannick Hillfort can abort some quests in progress. Okay, well, I don't actually have any quests in progress anyway, so we'll carry on. But I did see a video today. There was a video today that there was an unofficial announcement that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is in production. But they're not announcing it because they don't want people to know that it's in production officially, because the moment it becomes widespread news, everyone's going to be like properly hassling them. When's it out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? When's it coming out? And people absolutely hate being bothered all the time when they're just trying to get it ready, especially being as this game, when it first was released, was a buggy mess. Because again, people didn't know what to expect with this game because it's kind of one of a kind at the time. And when it came out, a lot of people kind of turned their nose up at it because it was broken. But again, they did rush to get it out. However, with Kingdom Come 2, they just want to be left alone and get all the creases ironed out towards the end, so that people don't have the same buggy experience they did with this game. But yeah, it is going to be carrying on the story, and I can't wait. Again, I don't know when it's coming out. It's going to be out when they've once they finish making it. But found out not from them. Let's put it that way. To put it lightly, there's a company that basically kind of does stats and things like that on game studios, on the most successful games and things like that, and what they're currently doing. And somebody let slip. Let's put it that way.
What do you want?
I want a pizza.
Let me inside.
Inside, eh? What's the password then?
I came here for a game.
Show me that. Aye. Alright. Welcome to Vranik, comrade.
Thank you for your kind welcome, comrade.
They've
Who
got
should
the
I
board
report
game.
to?
They announced the board game
You
last.
should be in the house. At the top.
That was easy. Now I better take a look around here.
Report to Eric in the camp. Oh, let me just it's a bit dark. Excuse me. Ah, I see. Well, the thing is, though, I'm not sure whether they could actually bring Fritz back into the sequel because, as you know, there are certain playthroughs you can do in this game that if you do it a specific way, he dies because you end up getting him hung, don't you? So, again, I don't know how they're going to do the whole doing a sequel with reoccurring characters if those certain characters could possibly die in the main story, be it a side quest or via the main story. I'd like to see Fritz return in the second one. I mean, it could even be in as a flashback or something like that. I honestly don't know, but by all means, I would imagine that if you were playing the game with all the positive outcomes in terms of quest completion, Fritz would be in the sequel because there's no reason why he shouldn't be.
I just want to eat, sleep, and fuck.
I need to speak with Eric. Do you know where he is?
Do you see that big ruined house on the hill? That's where he usually is. His armor's that bright you can't miss him.
I'll go, sir.
Hungry I could eat my food.
Not bad. I've only been here a few days, but I ain't complaining. Food, booze, and good company. Well, company.
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Just what it looks like. Boozing. What else is there to do? Some stupid fuckers trained to keep up their fighting form, but why bother? With this kind of force, we'll go through any opposition like a knife through butter.
Yeah, drinking sounds good.
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
Of course. Early tomorrow morning, there'll be a big sortie. Everyone around here knows that.
How did you end up here, anyway?
No one to rob here.
Me? You're a bit green around the gills, aren't you? Me? I'm right at home here, see? Whenever the lords are fighting each other, you'll find me and my trusty sword on one side or the other. Whichever pays best.
Well, he was interesting. Right, for some reason, whenever I use the torch at night time, my frame rate goes down. I don't know why that is, but the game doesn't like the torch on my system.
Do you know where I can find Eric?
Now, are they all going to have the same
He's
dialogue?
in the main camp at the top, in the big house. His armor's that bright, you can't miss him.
How goes it?
Same as ever. Boring as ever. Well paid, but fucking boring all the same.
Yeah, it's got
Sentry
different dialogue.
Duty, sleeping, sentry duty. Even the boozing's starting to lose its thrill.
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Nothing. Just the way I like it. Getting paid for sitting on my arse. When things get lively,
He should be a security
just look
guard.
around. There's a good few dozen of us here. Those poor fucking peasants won't know what's hit 'em, right?
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
I don't care. When they tell me it's time to go, I'll go. I don't need to know anymore. You can ask the others, only I wouldn't trust what they say too much. Everyone's got the latest news, and they all know the same bugger all I do.
So I'm interested to see whether speaking to a specific
end up
NPC
here, anyway?
will unlock something.
You know how it goes. It's always the same.
Because even though the dialogue isn't the same,
my own stupidity and ran away to the woods to get by any way I
they're not really saying anything of worth.
I heard they were recruiting. I signed up. Coin is coin.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go see Eric then. I could wait until morning and that way I don't have to have my torch. Because it is, yeah.
Stuff and stink everywhere.
Oh, actually it's going to be...
Should have stayed home.
Just get to daylight. And about there, that'll do. Yeah, I don't know if it's to do with one of the mods I'm using that makes the game look a lot more nicer. For some reason, whenever I get my torch out, it slows down the frame rate of my game. Oh, where did he just come from? Jordan. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to learn anything else from these guys, so I might as well just go back up and see Eric. Because if I remember correctly, there'll be another huge battle here, like there was at Pribyslavitz before I fixed it up.
Not only strong outer walls, but inner ones too. This isn't good news.
Ooh. Scout out the camp and enemy forces.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing.
That's a cheerful song.
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Just what it looks like. Boozing. What else is there to do? Some stupid fuckers trained to keep up their fighting form. But why bother? With this kind of force, we'll go through any opposition like a knife through butter.
I wonder if I could poison any of the cooking pots.
Bit of wages.
Alright.
This must be where the commanders are.
Save it now. See if I can drop anything naughty in there. There you go. Make him go to sleep. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Right, I think this is it. Okay, well, nothing's opening the door. You did what, Jeff? Checked on your slow? Ah, there we go.
What do you want?
Kozlik sent me.
Ah, more reinforcements. You're the one from the monastery?
Yes, sir.
So you really killed that turncoat?
Yes, sir.
Well done. I heard about you, and quite honestly, I didn't think you'd succeed. So can you handle a sword?
I used to, but now I'm pretty shit.
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Well, I think it's best if we put you to the test. Go to our combat master, Vanyek.
He'll soon find out what you're made of. Just go downhill, as far as the stockade. His tent is right next to the training arena.
All right, sir.
Right, I better change into my combat gear then. Oh, is it the shadow text? Okay, let me just... Yeah, I'll stick it to about medium. There you go, that'll do. I mean, I do like the shadows in this game. Well, it's not really going to make any difference when it's daytime, is it? Right, let's get my combat. Oh, where's my horse? Oh shit! I don't have my combat gear. I put it all on the horse before I left, didn't I? Oh well, looks like I've got to fight with what I've got. I also think that streaming also could bring it down a little bit too. So there's a fighting yard around here somewhere, just down the hill.
The wall here isn't too high.
Oh, Henry's still scouting the place out, isn't he? Oh, fair enough. Well, I'll put the shadows down anyway, so that might make it a little bit better.
Damn, there certainly are enough of them. At a guess, a good 4 or 5 dozen.
Well, this is chapter 18, and I've literally just done. I've done the monastery quest. That was the main one that I did last, and also the DLC that involves Johanka's trial. That's literally the last thing I've just finished is Johanka's trial, and it didn't go very well. So I'm probably about halfway, 3/4 into the game. I mean, it is a very big game, so... and I've mainly been doing as many of the main storyline and a few kind of side quests that you pick up along the way with the storyline. At some point I'll probably just kind of put the main story on hold and just go around and doing all the side quests and all the getting all them done and out the way as well. Any of the ones that I haven't completed, at least, anyway. Right, there's the main gate. Is there any more cooking pots I can poison? And key the YouTube sex bots. Keep meaning to disable them from posting. I play as Henry the Rogue. Sometimes he's honourable, other time he sleeps around with all the loose wenches he can find, and just kills people in their sleep just to rob them and get their money. I kind of do all kinds of different things, really. I mean, in the early stages where I had no money, I was always burglaring people in their sleep, and just being a bit of a rogue. But now I'm doing a bit more noble stuff now. I'm trying to do everything properly, and not break the law as much. Because I want to kind of do a playthrough where Henry's just a complete and utter arse, where he just does everything to screw everybody over. You know, he kills, he thieves, and he's just like really dishonourable. But I'm not doing that with this one. This one's more to try and do the best outcomes, the best story outcomes that you can get. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been a few choices that I've made that have come back to haunt me later on, where I couldn't do certain things because of the choices I made earlier on. And because they happened so long ago, I couldn't really like load up an old save and go back and do them because they were like, you know, hours and hours ago. Yeah, I tried to go I used the long sword. I used to use like a normal sword and shield, but now I use the long sword. Unfortunately, I put all my armour on my horse, but my horse is disabled now that I'm inside this camp, so I can't get it out. I'm trying to find where this fighting area is. Let's talk to Christoph, maybe he will tell me. Oh, yeah. I already know where Eric is. Oh. Oh, okay, so it's already marked. Vanyek. I've got to go see. I'm assuming this is it, but there he is.
Are you Combat Master Vanya?
Yeah,
Aye,
you need about
that's me.
60 grand to build
I'm
Pribyslavitz.
Henry. Eric said you'd try me out to see how good I am with the sword.
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Mind you, most of the peasants he
So
sends
you'll be having to like rob all the armoury shops and all the swordsmith shops and stuff like that, steal all their good
Don't I
gear,
know you from
and then sell it to all the
You look familiar.
millers, or just put it. Ooh,
Yes, you taught me sword fighting in Skalitz.
Wait now. Yes, I do remember. You
that
met
won't
at
get you
the
very
alehouse.
far.
Well, I'm glad you made it out alive. I took to my heels before it even started. All right, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon? If not, you can borrow one over there. Now, are you ready?
Yeah, let's kick ass.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see what you're made of.
Right, let's take some potions. Oh shit! Can I take anything? Oh, I don't think I can when I'm in combat, can I? Oh shit! Why'd you put...
Where are you going? I thought you wanted to fight. Yeah! Ooh.
Okay, that was very quick.
Jesus, you got me. You're a lot better than most of the fuckers here, lad. Well done.
I suppose stabbing somebody does that.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think old Vanyek is past it, I'll teach you one trick you'll be glad to know.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start twisting and turning, take a good firm stance with your legs wide apart, like this. As if you're about to let off a huge fart.
I think I've got it. Thanks. The dialogue in this game cracks me up. Right, I'm going to take off my hood because that kind of got in the way a little bit. Yeah, Henry don't fuck about, does he? Yeah, if you're in the early game and you can go see Robard or the other guy, because Robard's the one at Skalitz at the very top of the castle by the arena, and you've also got the other guard that looks after Sir Divish at Talmberg. Both of those guys can basically give you, if you've got enough money, they can give you training to kind of get you a little bit more clued up in sword fighting, axe fighting, mace fighting, or whichever one you choose to go with. And in the early game, it comes in really useful to get them skills built up. All right, Cavs. That's all sorted. So I've scouted it out. Let's go see Eric again. I think I'm going the wrong way. But I do love the weather in this game, the visuals, the sunsets and the dawns. Yeah, for me basically I've always gone down the route of using sword and shield or great sword once I can find one. I like to be the traditional knight. Also, there's a game coming out. I did see a video on YouTube. I can actually, if you just bear with me 1 minute, I'm just going to link it in the chat. There's a game coming out. It's called Blight. It's a medieval game set in the 14th century. And let me go through my history and find it. And you basically play a proper knight going around and messing everybody up, and it looks really, really good. So I won't take you up too long. Blight, here we go. It's a new masterpiece. I've got it reserved on Steam because it's not out yet. Share, copy. Well, I'm just going to drop it in the chat. I'm hoping everyone on Twitch can see that as well. If not, I'll quickly jump onto Twitch and put it on there as well. Stand by, I'll do that quickly now. Jump onto... Right, here you go. Here's the link on Twitch as well. There you go. When you get a chance, have a look at that. That game is coming out and it looks awesome. I'm definitely going to be getting it. Right, back to the game. So I think it's set around when the bubonic plague was around, so they're kind of using the bubonic plague as an excuse to add zombies or leper-like zombies into the game. It's using the new Unreal 5 engine, and it looks really, really good. The combat isn't as hands-on as Kingdom Come. I think it's going to be using the old Assassin's Creed scenario where you press certain buttons to do certain things, and combos and stuff like that. Which it looks good when you're actually playing it, but in the end, I do love the Kingdom Come hands-on approach.
Sir, may I...
What is it?
I went to the Fight Master as you ordered, and I...
Terminator.
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed.
He was in Skalitz at the beginning.
Is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
He's coming round.
I apologize for the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm gonna keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead. That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. He told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate.
Big twist coming, Bruce.
I'm sure you'd rather hear it under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig Kobyla. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless orphan, and he still hasn't acknowledged you. Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to
Henry
tell me
is
why you
nobility.
came here.
He always was.
I was looking for my father's sword, which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you, and I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The only force in this country capable of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new lord of the realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Sir, it's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Harder, Daddy. Actually, probably not the best thing to say during this moment in time when he's just found out the truth.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me? Jesus, that brutally worked you over. Here. Try to drink.
So that guy that was talking, he was the one that was standing next to Radzig when you and your other father made his sword. And when they turned up and he was like inspecting it, saying, "Oh, this is a fine sword." That other guy was standing next to Radzig.
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh, quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
And this guy, Vishek, he was the one that...
What do you want?
I want to get you out of here.
That Fritz threw the shit in his face at the beginning.
I can leave you to
And
rot and
he
get
had the
shit
shovel
out of you by
that was trying to beat the dog, if you remember. So when we went back to Skalitz to bury your family, he was the one that had the shovel and was trying to attack the dog, and then he kind of he called Runt over to you and got you pummeled.
Why would you, of all people, want to get me out of here?
I've got my reasons. If not for the good of my soul, then for the good of my purse. It'll cost you a few groschen, and that's all you need to worry about. You shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Shouldn't I? Even when it comes from a treacherous bastard who set his cutthroat friends on me when I was trying to bury my parents.
There you
I
go.
won't deny we didn't get off to a very good start. But this is a chance to start over and let bygones be bygones.
So what exactly are your reasons?
Nothing you need to care about. Let's just say it's a personal matter.
But I do care. I don't believe a word you say. I know you're up to something. So you'd better try harder to convince me, or I'm not going anywhere with you.
Not a day passes without these cutthroats pulling daggers on each other. And I'm the youngest, so they make a slave out of me.
A bandit's life isn't quite how you imagined it, eh? My heart bleeds. But you could easily make a run for it on your own. Why bother with me?
Look, I just want to live a normal life. For that, I need peace and some coin. You need to get out of here, and you've got coin. My help won't cost you 1/10 of what Istvan would want from Sir Radzig. Why shouldn't we help each other?
Why don't you go on your own?
What would I do? I've been left alone in this world and I'm an outlaw. How long do you think it'll take before I'm swinging from a gibbet? I need to get some coin and get the hell out of here.
How do you propose to do it?
Finally, we're getting somewhere. I know a way you can get out of the fortress without anyone seeing you. I'll untie you and you'll have to make your own way there. It shouldn't be hard at this time of night. I'll wait for you outside. Afterwards, you'll tell your noble father I helped you so they don't hang me. And naturally, you'll pay me something for the risk I'm taking.
Risk? Sounds riskier for me than for you.
Not really. What are they going to do with you if they catch you? They want to ransom you, so the worst they'll do is lock you up again. But me, who was supposed to be guarding you and let you escape? Nobody's going to pay no ransom for me, friend.
What about my possessions?
Eric has your things. It would be suicide to try and get to them. Forget them.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm supposed to make a run for it like this?
It'd be better if you wore something to blend in, it's true. But I can't go and get you anything. I'm supposed to be guarding you. So if I leave my post, I'll have to avoid the others just the same as you.
All right then. Let's get out of here. Untie me.
That's what I want to hear. But first, swear you'll tell Sir Radzig I helped you. And that you'll pay me too.
You have my word. What's the plan?
Alright, I'll have to trust you're a man of honor. Now listen, I found a place where you can easily get out. Down in the camp on the slope above Sasau, there's a place where they throw the waste over the wall. The pile of shit reaches almost to the top of the stockade. All we have to do is jump over.
Nice and soft, lovely.
Then we're free.
Free and covered in shit. So that's all?
Well, first, we both have to get there. We can't let anyone see either of us. I'm supposed to be guarding you and you're... Well, I'm supposed to be guarding you. So we have to keep to the shadows and stay away from prying eyes. I'll go first. There shouldn't be anyone outside in front of the barn. When you're out, go left along by the wall. There are cliffs everywhere, so try not to get yourself killed. I'll wait for you not far from the camp, by the dead tree between the path and the brook. Good luck.
Do I have a torch? Do I have anything? Oh damn! I can't even use my my night vision. I didn't even read this. Right. Okay. Is that? Can I take this torch? Right. One thing I might have to do is change the brightness a little bit because it's very dark and I can't see. It's probably going to brighten up my inventory quite a bit when I open the inventory page, but I can't see very well in the dark, so I'll change this back in a minute. Yeah, see, my inventory screen's been completely blown out now. Jesus Christ. Let's get my stuff back at least, and then I can put the brightness back down again.
The answer to my prayers.
Oh,
Just
shit.
when I wanted to vent my rage on some... Ooh.
Come in here, come on. Oh shit. That didn't go very well, did it? So I'm not entirely sure I'm supposed to get my my stuff back, because if he sees me there straight away, at least it kind of carries on from there, doesn't it?
Well, I never. The pig turns up willing. I'll find you, you cur.
What do you mean you find me? I'm right fucking here.
I'm going to enjoy this.
I just want to knock him out. Oh, fuck's sake. I think I've got to sneak up on somebody first and knock them out. Once I've knocked them out, wear their clothing. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to shut the door. Hold on. Right, so I need to get the key from somebody. Don't suppose he left the key on the table, did he?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Damn, I thought I was able to knock him out then.
I yield. Enough.
Can I pickpocket him? I can't, can I? I'm gonna have to kill him.
No, forget it. Now you die.
You beast!
Yes. Right, now I've got all this. Let me just bring down all the brightness, because that's there we go. I've got a lockpick out of him as well. Did he have a weapon? I'm sure he must have had a weapon. It doesn't matter because... Right, I've got to be careful because I only got the one lockpick. Doesn't matter now. I mean, I could wear the midnight stuff, the dark stuff. Actually, I still think I can edit the colours a little bit more because it's still looking quite overblown. There we go. See, if I wear the midnight stuff, I can sneak around and they won't be able to see me. Alright, let's save. So I literally beat him to death just to... Oh, no, let's not get a new game. I could sell some of that stuff later on, actually, saying that. Right, there was another chest over here that I could try and open. Ooh, a mace. Padfoot. Bowman's Brew. Alright, let's take some of this Padfoot so that I'm nice and sneaky. Alright, I can now turn that off and start sneaking about. I know I saved, but I'm just going to do it again. So I'm going to use the mace. You said that the mace is good against armoured soldiers. Let's see how good this actually is. So why am I clinking and clanking? I shouldn't have any... Here's my shoe, my trousers. That's one down. Just take what's important, the groschen. Shit, is he facing me? I think he is. Might have to go around the back way. Thing is, if I shoot an arrow at him, it's not going to kill him, and he's just going to call for help. But if I remember correctly, following this round can possibly get me out.
What have we got here?
Alright, well I fucked that up, didn't I?
Entertainment!
Enough! You've got...
What's the matter? Come on!
I killed him. Oh, I need to take that. Right, let's use that. Okay, I'm not bleeding anymore. I think that hood is really kind of getting in my way, so let's take that hood off. Because it really interferes with my view.
Come and get it! What's the matter? Come on!
Oh god, it's called reinforcements.
You call that combat?
You have no arrows. Yes, I do. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dear God! You can do.
There's an archer over there.
Christ!
Not the most stealthiest way, I will agree. Oh shit. Come on, take out your fucking hammer.
Yeah. Come on then.
Yeah, it's still very laggy at night time when torches are out. That's one down. Oh, every time I try... Come on, get your freaking sword out. I keep trying to take my potions so that I can fight better, but every time I go in my inventory...
Hey, who's there?
Right, now's my chance. Right. Okay, I'm actually quite drunk now. I'm quite enraged as well.
Is that the best you could do? I'm going to enjoy this.
Right, that's him down. Looks like I'm killing the whole village now then, doesn't it?
Is that the best you can do?
Yes, it is.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong Christ!
I think I'm just going to kill them all. I mean, I'm supposed to be stealthy. I mean, my clothes are probably going to be absolutely torn to shit now, but... I mean, they've all got a lot of expensive armour that I could sell, but I don't honestly actually really need the money. Right, let's try and get out of here now. I mean, let me guess, my clothes are probably absolutely torn to buggery now. Oh no, they're doing well. See if I can get some of my arrows back. Because I did shoot a few of them. Oh, there's one. I mean, I can always make more arrows or buy more arrows. It's all good. Let's just try and get out of here and carry on with the story now. It was just that one guard that was standing over here that I startled. If I'd managed to kill him quietly, I could have managed to sneak my way out of here. Alright, let's have another night vision potion so I can see what I'm doing. Just in case there are any other soldiers. Oh, there's one over there. I know I'm safe scumming, but... Oh shit, there's quite a few of them actually.
Hey, you. What are you doing?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Stuck on the...
Is that all you got?
I'll find you, you cur.
What the hell?
He must be here somewhere.
What's that?
Now.
Shit. Yeah, you fucking get down. I'm trying to get out here. I've escaped. Shit, there's a drop there. Right, so it's the bottom of this hill. I've got to see him. Oh shit! I'm still being pursued. It's a shame that the Nighthawk potion doesn't last very long. That wasn't the best way of getting out of there. I got seen quite a few times, but stealth went out the window as soon as that first guard saw me. Yes, so we've now got to go to Sir Radzig, tell him what happened, and also sort out the old daddy issues.
So, we're out. Now it's time for you to keep your part of the bargain.
Don't worry, I keep my word. But I have to go to Rattay and see my father. They took my coin when they captured me.
Fine. We should get out of here as quick as we can anyway.
Well, you'll have to help me. Somehow the massage I got from that big bastard didn't do me a lot of good. I don't suppose you have a horse hidden around here.
A horse? Actually, I didn't think of that.
But when in doubt, beat them to death, then take their armour and try and sneak out. If you know, I was just trying to get behind him so I could stealth kill him, but he kind of alerted all the guards and then it all kicked off. But fighting at night time is not good. on my system. It just does not like night time, especially with torches. It really kind of lags, and that's with the shadows turned down as well. I might actually uninstall the ENB preset that I've got, because I think that actually causes a lot of the issues. Oh, there we go, more YouTube spam. No, I don't want to find myself a hot girl, thank you very much.
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me, given the balls that he has. Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Harosh.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry!
Father?
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vranyig.
Literally.
But now I know what they're planning.
What's being planned? And who's planning it? Spit it out, boy!
There's no longer any doubt about it. It's that Hungarian noble you were hosting on the same day Sigismund pillaged Skalitz.
Sir Istvan Toth.
Toth and his people. Everything fits.
Hmm.
They're the ones making the counterfeit money and using it to hire mercenaries from all around.
But I think it's the ENB preset that I added a few weeks ago.
But what the fuck is he after?
I can disable it.
I can tell you exactly. And you won't like it.
How's that?
It makes the game look nicer, but
I had quite a long talk with him.
I think it comes at a cost.
When I was trying to get into his camp, I was taken captive. We had a bit of a chat. Actually, he told me his entire plan.
What?
I suppose he thought he didn't need to keep it secret any longer. I'm not all that surprised.
Why not?
What's that bastard planning?
He's in the service of Sigismund. He wants to destroy King Wenceslas' allies. That means us. He's gathered a very large force. I'm honestly not sure if we can defeat them. And he knows no one will come to our aid now.
That fucking cunt! I'll skin him alive!
How many men has he got?
More than 100, I'd say.
And how secure is their camp?
It's an old abandoned fortress on a hill above Sassau. It's inaccessible from 3 sides, surrounded by a timber palisade.
Bastard! I'll crush that rebel of his!
That's easy to say, old friend. It seems Toth isn't taking any chances.
Together with Divish, we can muster enough men. And we can all see there's no time to waste. That bastard wants a battle? Much better we pick a time and place than he does.
Undoubtedly. We have to take them by surprise. It would be best to attack tomorrow night. We can't get ready any sooner.
That's what I like to hear, Radzig.
Henry, I want you to get yourself fixed up and then go straight to Sir Divish of Talmberg. Tell him to assemble all the able-bodied men he can and bring them to Vranyig tomorrow evening. We'll wait for him there.
Yes, sir.
Finally, a chance to show I'm not carrying a sword just for ornament.
What is it, Henry?
He's like a little pit bull, isn't he?
The thing is, we have to deal with Zbyszek.
I see. And who is he?
He ought to hang. He's a murderer and a traitor. I'll probably do that in my next playthrough because fuck it.
Zbyszek is from Skalitz. He helped me escape captivity and saved my life. I promised him a reward for it.
Indeed. Well, Zbyszek, if you saved my son's life, I'm grateful to you. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this reward. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your generosity.
And under the circumstances, we won't ask how you came to be with that herd of swine at Vranik. So you'd better get out of here quick, before I start thinking about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, my lords. Thanks, Henry. God be with you.
I'm getting so much money just for being noble
Good
now.
meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
Yes, my lord.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I planned to tell you. I'm sorry Ishvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now, we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later, we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord. Father.
Can't spare 5-10 minutes.
Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
Captain Bernard, he's the one at Talmberg. It's Robard that's the one at Skalitz. I always get them two mixed up. Doesn't help that their names sound kind of similar. Whoa, visions! I think that's because I'm still high with the drink, the potion, the Nighthawk potion.
Awake already? I hope you've had a good rest after all you've been through. You might need it. We've got work to do tonight, so get up and get going to Talmberg as soon as possible. You need to rouse Sir Divish and his men for the attack. We'll meet this evening at the stronghold and settle up with that sly bastard.
Right. Oh god, that brightness is really going to hurt my eyes.
If I don't set off right now to deliver the message to Sir Divish, there's a good chance our men will lose the battle. I can't let that happen.
Right, that's nothing to do with the NB preset. That's because I drank 2 Nighthawk potions, one after the other. But I do need to sell some of this armour, though. Actually, you know what? Let's get my gear back over again. No, wrong one. Alright, that's all my clothes sorted out. Let's put this mace away now. And there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, let's now shoot off to Talmberg. I think I'm actually about 3/4 of the way into the game now. We're definitely in the later stages of it now. I haven't seen Teresa in a while. I probably need to take her out on a date at some point, but obviously this this raid is now taking precedent. Still kind of shocked about that, how that whole Johanka storyline went though. Only because of that's the way it kind of ended in this playthrough though. Because she was quite a big character in the story for a good well, a good few streams at least anyway. I do remember seeing her at Skalitz at the very beginning.
Sir, I bring an urgent message from my father, from Sir Radzig and Hanush.
I take it you've heard. What does your father want from me?
Everyone knows except
I
Henry.
found out who's behind all the unrest in the region, and father and Hanush have decided to put an end to it all.
What? So who is responsible for all our recent troubles?
You may have met him, Istvan Toth.
No, I haven't met him. But Sir Radzig said he'd been here to visit before the raid. I don't suppose that's a coincidence. What kind of man is he? What is he after?
He's in the service of King Sigismund, and he's fighting the nobility who support King Wenceslas. They've amassed quite a force at the old stronghold above Sasau, and they're planning to attack very soon. Father and Hanush have decided to move first and destroy him before he's prepared.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
When? And how?
Tonight. They send word for you to muster your men and rendezvous with them at Vranyik.
This is madness.
Him who's talking now.
Maybe it is.
He does the voice for Cooper in Arma 2, the campaign.
Right. The sooner we cure this pestilence, the better.
Robard.
Gather the men and make ready. We march tonight. Leave only as many as you must to guard the castle.
Very well, sir. As you command.
Will you be coming with us?
Yes, sir. I have some scores to settle with them.
It's kicking off. We need you to rise, peasants. War is upon us. I love the story in this game, it's so good.
Divish, I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting
Divish
without
does not
you.
have the voice you'd expect to go with his face.
We did.
And what was the outcome?
Not quite what we hoped for.
Took an arrow to his knee.
Wanted to go powder with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
He's no longer an adventurer.
Seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
I just wish the loading times were quicker in this game, because, I mean, it could be on a much faster PC, but on mine, it takes ages for all these cutscenes and fast travel sequences to load in the next part of the game. Then I also remember Skyrim being like that as well.
What do you want to know, exactly?
Well, let's start with how well fortified they are.
The outer palisade goes right around the whole camp. On a small hill inside it, there's a half-demolished farmhouse that's ringed by another palisade. That's where I was held prisoner. And that's where Toth's
I don't know, but he's like a little pit bull, isn't he? He's always out for combat and fighting.
Can you tell us how many tents there are and how they're arranged?
There might be 50, maybe 60. Most of them in the right-hand side of the camp.
And the men?
We don't number much more than that ourselves.
From what I've seen, it's best to attack from our direction. How does it look from the other sides?
The east side is all rocks, so no hope of launching a major assault from there. On the other hand, that's the way I escaped. It's where they throw all their waste. The heap's already so high it's almost to the top of the palisade.
Now that is interesting. The ramparts are long. If there are as many of them as we think, they can hardly keep watch over the entire length. Attack with full force at the gate, and they won't have enough men at the rear.
That's an excellent strategy. But then I'd expect no less from you.
If we cause an enormous uproar at the same time, they won't know what's hit them.
Uproar?
You said they have tents there?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, tents usually burn rather well. And we have quite a few archers.
Although one thing you don't do in this game is have fire arrows. That's the one thing that you don't have in this game. I mean, you can poison your arrows, and you've got like about 7 different types of class of arrows, but none of them you can set fire to.
Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an entry point, but you must remain hidden.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault. Rain burning arrows on them and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth.
He seems like he needs to talk to somebody because he's just begging for fighting all the time. I suppose I better put my armour on. I mean, in the cutscene, Henry's already wearing armour, but
Listen up now! We are about to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to the little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Rilbard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces.
Kinky.
Have you got it? Yes, sir. Good. Now, when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it, and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood? Yes, sir! Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward!
Right, let's see what armour I'm wearing. Because this is no time for a nobleman's outfit. No, I'm wearing my best clothes. Probably not the best time to be wearing them. Right, okay. Kicking off. Suppose I better take my pills as well. Leroy Jenkins. Let's go. Yeah. There's so many people in the way, it's hard to tell who I'm fighting at. I definitely stabbed a few of them. But they were already being beaten up by everybody else anyway, so I'm just like the guy that came in, sneakily from behind and went, and just claimed the kill.
Henry! Go with the men and flush out anyone left around the tents so they don't creep up on us from behind. You men, over there! Go with them! The rest of you, warm up and go to the top gate!
What if the archers would let me fucking through? Thank you. I can't get through. Seriously, what is stopping me from getting through? Oh, I have to go this way then, won't I? Yeah, take that, you fucker. Yeah, have that. Am I still wearing my... Oh my god, I'm still wearing my decent clothing. Fair enough. I'm just stabbing him, I'm not even sword fighting, I'm just going straight for the kill. Ain't got time to do all the old swashbuckling and that, it's literally stabby stabby. It's very difficult when you've got loads and loads of people, both good and bad, because you accidentally stab your own people.
Hungarian bastard. Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
It does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Toth? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
Oh.
You have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
Oh, I don't have my horse, do I? Right, let's have a little gander up here.
Good health to you.
I have some trophies.
Show me. They deserved it, the bastards. Take care.
Fair enough. Balanced diet perk, but I haven't eaten anything.
Sir, this was all I could find.
A letter? What does it say, Radzig?
Alongside hunting, drinking, and swordplay, you might find time for a little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway.
Something we all take for granted,
What does
really.
the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything is going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle? What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you!
He's spotted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Come now, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle. Which castle?
Oh, some nearby castle. Left completely unguarded. Now I wonder where it could be.
What are you saying, you horse son?
Talmberg. Did he go to Talmberg?
You'll never get him! You'll never get...
What? We're planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not?
He's just itching to kill somebody.
Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
He's like the Fritz of nobility. I'm just getting paid for existing now. The amount of groschen that keeps coming my way.
Halt! Who goes there? Greetings. We were ambushed. We need assistance. We have wounded men here. Open the gate.
The Lord be praised.
Here! Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
My lady. Faster, man! Come on, faster!
My men are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning.
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour of need.
True. Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides. Get out of the way!
The devil lurks in the shadows.
Come on! And one fears taking a guest into his house.
This is some Game of Thrones shit, this is.
Signal the others. Yes, sir.
Such treachery.
Oh no. We're too late.
Quickly! Follow me!
I swear to God, this story just gets better and better as you progress. The cinematics, the dialogue. I love it if they made this into a film.
And then the other day, he bought all of his Christmas presents and had enough money to buy the game, so he bought the game for himself.
Because it's an awesome story that needs to be told on the big screen. And they should bring what's his name? The guy that plays Henry, that does the voice and also the likeness. He's actually an actor. He was in Wrong Turn 3, I think it was. He is actually a proper actor. For him to actually reprise his role as Henry in a live screen film, that would be awesome.
I'm in Valorant, by the way, if you want
Yeah, search Tom McKay on IMBD. He's actually done quite a few stuff. Like, yeah, I think it was Wrong Turn 3 he was in, which I've seen him on the big screen, and it's weird seeing him like playing another character when he's like Henry, and he's always been Henry to me.
So they must have got angry or something and just decided to smack it at them. Oh no, it isn't, but I suppose I'd rather a chair than punch a wall and break his hand or something. That's that shattered.
Smash them! Secure the outer bailey!
There's no time to waste! We have to get into the castle! The first one inside the castle gets 6 score crushes!
Oh, is there more people fighting over it? Oh, there is, isn't there? Someone hit me. Oh, it's this cunt. Yeah, sleep well. Yeah, take that.
Who knows?
You still with us, Bruce? How has this episode gone tonight? Oh yeah. The armour at the time was meant to stop, arrows and swords. Yeah, I mean, oh shit. What with Johanka and then finding out the twist of the old, Darth Vader kind of, I am your father.
Come out, you rat! Come out and fight like a man! I don't think so. I like it better right here. You'd rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages.
Henry's fucked her.
And strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
Daddy!
Radzig? What do you want, you viper? Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Sir Divish! So this fucker ain't messing around. He means business. But I definitely, when I start the next stream, I'm going to turn off the ENB preset because it makes the game look better, but it slows it down considerably, especially at night times.
Are you all right?
I'll live. But I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. The good Lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No! No! That is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanush, if we can save just one hostage...
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
Me!
I'll go.
Then let us make ready.
I got more money. This nobility life is pretty cool, man. It's like the mob. You just get paid money all the time. Right, I am just going to go get myself
I'd better get ready for the night raid.
another drink
Some light
quickly.
clothing would be best. Dark colours.
So we're back in a minute, and we will continue once I've got myself another can. So, yeah, I'll probably go to the toilet as well, so if you need a toilet break, now's your time.
What was that? What was that?
Right, I am back. I have to say, in terms of story, drama, action, and all the like, this episode tonight has had it all. You know, we've well, you know, what with Hanka's story going down the way it did, Henry finding out the truth about his heritage, and also this battle as well, and now Matey Boy taking on Talmberg Castle. It's been a pretty awesome story tonight. So let's get Henry ready for battle. So let's put all this on my horse. I'm literally just going to put it all on my horse. Oh, my horse can't carry any more. Okay. Right. Let's get all my dark gear back over then. That can go on the floor because that's rotten. Throw that on the floor as well. Right, let's get myself all geared up, ready to go. I'm not going to put the hood on because when I put the hood on, it makes it hard to see what I'm doing. Right, what's Henry wearing? Let's take that off. Let's take that off, take that off. We're just going to go for the sneaky beaky stuff. Take them off. Okay, I'll wear that for now. Definitely need to sell some stuff, but because of how the story's gone tonight, with all the action and all the progression in the story, I haven't had a chance to sell a lot of the stuff that I picked up. Well, one thing I can do very quickly is if we're doing the night raid, I can go to Rattay and sell a load of that stuff that I'm carrying. Can I do it? Yeah, let's go to Rattay and sell a load of this shit that I'm carrying because my horse is like severely overloaded now. Although there is one, I can get an extra saddle bag from Pribyslavitz that allows him to carry even more items. Because I've got the horse trader there. They sell the best saddle bags. So I get all my little armourer's kits out and all that, and fix up all the armour that I've collected, and just make sure that it's all in pristine condition, and sell it all off, because there's no point me carrying a load of items that I'm not going to wear, because I've got my set outfit. It's the the Zool, the House of Zool, I think it's called. I mean, the armour looks really good, and it's very, very high quality as well. I mean, I haven't checked to see what the best armour is in the game. I'm just trying to do the story, but I think on my 4th playthrough, which I won't be streaming, it's just that's just going to be just for me. I'm going to do a lot more choices that I didn't normally do, and I'm not going to be using all the perks. I'm literally going to start it completely fresh, no perks, nothing like that, and take a lot more time to play. But that's why, as you know, I've said it 100 times before, the reason why I've used all the perks maxed out is mainly just for the story progression, because this game would take even longer to stream without them all. Alright, so let's get this underway. Let's clear my horse out. Okay, let's take the lot. Jesus, I went through all them kits just fixing everything. Alright, let's sell everything I can sell to him that I don't need.
How may I serve you?
Alright, that's that done. Let's go to... Actually, let's see if I can... One thing I do need to buy from him is more armoury kits. Because I used them all up just to... Right, okay, that's them done. Well, I know I'm overloaded. I've got a load of stuff to sell. Right, I've got to be careful that I don't accidentally sell the stuff that I use as my normal...
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
My normal gear. Right, let's repair things first. Nope, everything's all good. I think that's everything.
I saw her head poke up, but at the last second.
Ah, these ones. I knew there was a leg set that I hadn't sold. Alright, let's put that in my horse as well. That. Right, we're all good to go. All good to go. Let's go back to Talmberg and continue the battle. Actually, saying that though, it's like literally 5 to 11. Jeff, Bruce, do you want to see the attack on Talmberg, or should we leave that for the next episode? It's entirely up to you. Get myself there ready to go anyway. You easy? Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the Talmberg raid and then we'll call it there. I mean, it's been quite an episode tonight, hasn't it? I have to say. I mean, usually we get a few good stories and a few good one-liners and all the rest of it, but tonight it's all been kicking off. And I absolutely cracked up when Henry was in the court in the church saying about how people just like love fucking in, you know, on farms and stuff. And I was just like, that's not the way to win the favour of the of the Inquisitor. Seriously, he's like a proper man of God. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes when you kind of like get a choice of things to say, you know that Henry's not going to say them word for word. You know, you've just got an idea of where the conversation is going to go. But when he kind of goes off on his little tangent, and it's sort of like, well, Henry, no, don't say that, and you wish you used another piece of dialogue instead. So look, in daytime, this game runs really, really smoothly, but at night time, it just doesn't like the. It doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I think Jeff might have logged off. He's gone quiet. Now, if I remember correctly, old Lord Hans Capon, you know the young arrogant lord that you went hunting with that time, the one that was treated you like shit, but then you became good friends with him. I think he makes an appearance in a minute, because he comes back into the story again. What's he sleeping for?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in plate armor.
He says as he's walking around in black armor, or not black armor, but black clothing.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
I'll be with you. If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak.
See, it's all the frame rate's
Very well.
dropped again.
So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
I didn't get to use my own. So yeah, out here just blinded us. Oh my goodness.
This will be something.
I'll take this hood off because I can see it getting in the way already.
Did she live near you?
Actually, oh, wrong button. Just looking to see how it changes my visibility. Yeah, that's good. That's better. I'm even more darker now.
Wait here. Who are you?
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements.
Good to see Hans Capon again. Hans Capon doesn't have as much in the story than he should have.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Oh, I can't even save. Right, so what's my objective? Eliminate the guards at the gate. Okay. I'll just win the whole war myself then, shall I? There's me sneaking and then there's this twat fucking walking around like he owns the place. Is he with me? Okay, it's weird, he's just walking around. Ah, here we go.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
What? How? Tell me a story on board. What story would you like to know? Yeah, sorry, anyway, I was just sorting myself out there. What story would you like to know? Like a proper medieval story? Why is he hovering on the air there?
Mother of God.
Any?
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
Well, did you obviously know the story about how England wasn't formed until the proper England until the 9th century, when King Alfred or Alfred the Great had taken over. When obviously we was being ravaged by the Vikings at the time.
What's going on there?
And England was actually separated by about 5 different provinces. You had Northumberland, you had Sussex, you had Wessex, you had Mercia, and Kent, and basically each part of England had its own king or its own royalty, and they was all kind of controlled. So each section of England had its own nobility sort of ruling that sort of part of it. And it wasn't until the Vikings just kept on coming over and fucking up everything and all the rest of it that King Alfred and his people at the time literally just kind of melded the whole territory into one. And that's how England was properly formed. Right, it's a shame I can't save though.
But there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
And it wasn't until after 1066, the Battle of Hastings, where people started to take on a secondary name. Before that, everyone had, I'm just going to pause quickly, everyone had single names, like the Christian names, but it wasn't until after the Battle of Hastings where they started to adopt secondary names, but they weren't like proper secondary names. They were more like nicknames. Like, so if you had red hair, for instance, you would be known as Alfred the Red, or if you kind of lost your hair at a young age, you'd be like Henry the Bald. And depending on what trade you had, so if you was a blacksmith, then your name would be John Black, and the children of the people would learn the tools of the trade that the parents did. So again, like I said, if your father was a blacksmith, you would take on the trade of smithing. And if he decided to assign himself a secondary name, be it a nickname or a name of what he chose, the children would adopt the name, and obviously it was from that point onwards, the 11th century, where people started to get their own sort of surnames or secondary names. Right, this is probably going to fuck up now because. Right, is there anybody else here? All right. Oh, I can't do this without setting the alarm off.
Now you're fucked.
So I don't have to keep reloading this section. Story about my past. Let me just kill a few of these. Because oh shit, it's all kicking off now. Oh, it looks like I might have to reload. I might be able to get a second chance at this anyway. Because I'm getting completely fucked up by these guards. No, fuck it, I'm going to reload it because that's obviously not the way to go because they've done the whole effort with the whole black clothing and all that sort of thing. But yeah, in terms of my past, well, I don't know where to really begin, to be fair. I mean, I've spent most of my life working in the security industry. That's pretty much what I do for a living, really. And I say I'm a keen gamer, as you can clearly see. I've been gaming since I was around about 8 years old. My first computer was a Sinclair's Spectrum ZX1. That's going back a long time, a very long time. And I wrote my first program when I was around about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? What am I chatting? 8 years old. We used to get the old magazines. The old, I think it was called Simply Sinclair. That was the name of the magazine at the time, and they would give you all this code to read and copy, and then you would just write it into a program that would basically copy it onto the cassette tapes that we used to use to play the games. So yeah, I wrote my first program when I was 8. From the Spectrum, I went on to the Atari. The Atari, went on to the Amiga, and then finally PC.
Wait here. Mother of God.
But thinking about a story of my past. Oh, I mean, when I was at school, I was certainly a bit of a rogue. Let's put it that way.
Is that some
new
kind of...
I was always getting up to mischief at school.
What are they waiting for? Quiet, for fuck's sake.
I wasn't a bad kid, but I was what you would class as a lovable rogue. That's what I would call myself, anyway. I mean, there's still teachers having therapy from me, would probably say different, but. Oh, Jeff, yeah. Covert Gaming, he was the one that went to school with me, so he knows exactly what I'm talking about. We went to school together because me and Covert Fox Gaming are proper long-term school friends. So yeah, I mean, would you class me as, Jeff, when I was at school? Would you class me as was I a bad kid, or was I just a lovable rogue that had a very dark sense of humour? I mean, you remember Mr. Tucker, the teacher that me and Kim sent to the mental asylum. It was his first year as a teacher, and we destroyed him.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it. Buffoon.
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
So I want to save at this point here. I don't know why I can't. It's not letting me save. Yeah, I wasn't I? I was a little shit. Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take these out. There were 2 guards that I could see. See, there's that one standing there, but as soon as I kill him, the other one reacts.
The alarm's been sounded.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to keep doing this until I fucking get these guys sorted. Right, if I don't do it this time, I'm probably just going to call it for tonight because I don't want to keep repeating it over and over and over again. Because otherwise that's going to be kind of boring, and because it is getting on anyway, we'll call it until the next stream. But for everyone that has joined us tonight watching, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Twitch, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, hit the follow button on Twitch. That way you'll get a notification for the next time I carry on with this episode. And if I bugger this up again, I'll go onto YouTube and find the best way to take out them two guards, because I don't want to keep reloading the same save.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Especially if I can't keep, if I can't save it.
For fuck's sake, that's nasty.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements.
But yeah, I usually stream once, maybe twice a week when I get a chance due to my my work schedule. So unfortunately, I'm not one of those persons that can put in on Twitch like a proper, like regular streaming schedule because of the way my work is. Because I work days and I work nights, so there's never going to be like any sort of like set sort of regularity with it. But if you've got me followed and subscribed, you'll get about a 5-minute head start before I actually start streaming, because I always have a 5-minute kind of intro before I actually start the game anyway, giving everyone a chance to get on. See, this is where I want to save the game.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon.
I'll put this guy's armor on. I don't see the point in putting on their armour. Oh, I suppose I could. Let's try doing it this way quickly. Let's see if wearing their armour makes the difference. I mean, it could go completely the opposite way, but we'll see. Right. Okay. In that case, let me just change back into my ninja outfit again. So I had to kill him first, as opposed to the other guy.
It'll all go a lot easier if no one sees us. And fooling around with the portcullis is bound to draw attention. First, we have to find the hostages. Then we can come back and deal with the rest. Careful here. All doors lead to the courtyard. All it takes is for one man to go for a piss and he'll see us.
Sounds great, but you're in my way. Okay, I see what he was doing there. If I stay close to Hans Capon's arse...
Easy now. We're almost there. Let's not fuck it up at the 11th hour. Jesus! Get a fucking move on, man.
Oh, me? Still can't save.
Any time now.
Fuck.
The alarm's been sounded. Run for it, Henry.
Right, I'm going to call it there. Because I can't be bothered to go through all that again. And I'm just going to watch a tutorial on how to do it properly. I think the last time I did this, again, we couldn't get through it quietly. So rather than having to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, I'm just going to see how to do it quietly and properly, and we'll get through it. Because the problem is it won't let me save the game, so I can't like scum save and progress quickly and slowly like that. So I'll be streaming again later on next week. Again, if you're on the Discord, I'll put a message on the Discord today that I'm going to stream. If you're not, again, hit the follow and subscribe, and then you'll get a 5-minute head start before I actually go proper live. So yeah, make sure you do all that, and I will probably see you next time. So everyone, look after yourself and have a good one.